The following video contains concepts which younger viewers may find disturbing.
Hello and welcome to TGI Monday. So as you can see, we're getting ready for Christmas. Everyone ready for Christmas?
No.
Done all your present shopping?
None.
I have.
Oh, smugness.
Put all your decorations up?
Yes,
there is a Christmas tree
next week.
To be fair, my Christmas decorations do stay up. They've been up for about 5 years. I don't really take them down.
Very nice.
No, they're very tasteful. Little sort
Everybody's
of
so
wooden,
Merry Christmas songs.
wooden trees and stars and angels, and they're hung up in like a garland
And you
above
just
my
leave them
sofa.
up all year?
We have the most
Yeah.
un-Christmassy
Doesn't count.
Christmas
Do
decorations.
you?
So we have a basque on the tree. So every year Emma buys the most un-Christmas related Christmas decoration. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Good. Well, I won't ask Zoe to identify that this is hers.
Yeah, okay.
Is your whole house decorated like this,
Yes,
Zoe?
it is.
That's
yes.
brilliant. I love
yes, Yes, it is. That was a gift this week from somebody I love.
Oh.
Don't diss the
I like
No.
that.
tat.
The kind of multicoloured
Yeah,
snowman.
Last week
Nice.
is Alison's beautiful scarf.
Well,
Now
we've
it's
got a Christmassy question that we're going to do this week, which is why we've brought all our Christmas tat with us. So the question comes from Tracy, who's one of our regular viewers, and she asks, surely Christianity is just a myth like Father Christmas and the Tooth Fairy, isn't it? To be fair, I don't think that's Tracy's actual
She doesn't say
question.
that.
No, that's something people have said to her and she wants to know how to answer it. Surely Christianity is just a myth like Father Christmas and the Tooth Fairy, isn't it? So you all have children, don't you? Did you tell them all that Father Christmas was real?
Absolutely not. My
No.
missus wouldn't. Don't know. We can't lie to our children. If we
Yeah.
want to lie to them about that, why lie to them about anything else?
Excellent,
So
good.
we've always said no.
I was deeply uncomfortable with it for the
Jolly
same
can I?
reason.
Yes.
I was, because I thought the thing is with the whole thing though is a lot of people, they put a lot of emphasis on the whole Santa thing, yeah. And then when the child finds out, a lot of the time the kids can be like really quite traumatized
Yeah.
by it, and it teaches them in some ways, I think, that faith is a kind of caricature of what it is. And what a lot of this stuff is, like at Christmas, you get all those memes, don't you, that come up on your Facebook page saying, you know, Jesus is just like Santa, you're so thick, that sort of thing. So I get
think it
them
might just be
every
your
year.
profile.
No, I
never
do.
seen those
Perhaps I
memes,
know
but
obnoxious people on
Maybe
the
you
internet.
do.
I know.
But I think, no, you do get
It's
a lot
interesting.
of
There
that.
was someone was telling me yesterday that apparently recently a sort of survey has come out in, I want to say in the Lancet, you know, some quite well-respected medical
Read the Lancet.
journal that I don't read it. That psychologists have done a survey and found that actually, particularly I think amongst children whose parents have encouraged them to keep believing in Santa until they're sort of 8, 9, 10 years old, that actually it has caused really serious trust issues later in life.
Yeah.
And I know a friend of mine who was the youngest child in quite a big family. When she found out, you know, it just was like they've all been in on this,
yeah.
you know, big thing that. Yeah,
Well, I think there's
she
something
found it
in
really
that though, because I know
upsetting.
when I was in the lab, this was almost a kind of article of faith, really, that if you believed in God, it was just like Santa.
Right.
And you were just like some kind of...
So actually,
you know,
let's get to the real meat of the question.
this was-
What is the difference? Why is believing in Jesus different from believing in Santa or the Tooth Fairy?
Even if Christianity is wrong and the atheists are right, it is still a different thing.
Go.
Because as Christians, we see God as providing us things like our sense of morals, our meaning and purpose in life, it explains our existence. Santa and the Tooth Fairy explain none of that. All they do is offer a fun story for Christmas time, but they're not a vehicle for anything greater.
No.
And so even if Christianity is wrong, that it's
a
not
different kind
comparing
of
like
wrong.
with like.
No.
Well, and one has come from the other. I mean, Christmas and even Santa Claus started with exactly that. You know, the man who was born rich and gave away his inherited wealth and did it secretly. That's the story of
St. Nicholas.
Of St. Nicholas. And from there, the morals of that is about giving without counting the
It's
cost.
not the best St. Nicholas story, though. The best St. Nicholas story is the one where there was the famine and everyone was really struggling to get food. And he saw in the sort of butcher's shop window this great big jar with pickled children in it. And the great miracle...
In a window.
Well, I forget, I'm a bit hazy on the details, but there were pickled children in a jar, and the Christmas miracle was that he brought them back to life. So I don't know why we don't all eat more pickles at Christmas.
I do, and that's
It's a celebration, yeah.
I think
Anyway.
there's two things with this as well. The first thing is, three things really. The
Oh,
first
don't
thing
do all
is,
three.
no, the first thing is
only got a minute.
is that how many adults believe in Santa?
Right, nobody.
Right. How many adults, right, who stop believing in Santa, start believing in Santa again?
No.
Right. How many people begin to believe in Christ and become Christians in adulthood?
Yeah.
Millions.
Quite a lot.
Yeah,
Millions,
quite a lot.
Yeah.
right? Literally millions. So either we are saying that all those millions of people are in some way mentally ill or mentally impaired, right? Which
Or
is
childlike.
or childlike,
Or
which is
gullible, yeah.
or gullible. So people like, for example, Francis Collins, who sequenced the human genome, right, is in some way some kind of gullible child.
Yes. Or
So-
the kind of High Court judge who went through all the evidence and then was like, actually, it must be
Precisely.
true.
So there's
Yeah.
that. So it doesn't work. That's the first thing. And the second thing really is that there's negative evidence against the existence of Santa. In other words, you can go to the North Pole and he's not there.
Yeah.
Right. If you open your mum's cupboard, oh look, it's the transformer I asked for. Right. Yeah.
You wanna get the transformer?
I'm not. No. But the thing is with it is that
Yeah.
with Christianity we don't have that level of negative evidence against the existence
No.
of God. And I think the third thing, and I will put it in, is that it's actually very important to some people to feel better about themselves by doing down other people. And I think at the heart of this question is something quite dark like
It's
that.
a bit cruel, actually, isn't
And
it?
it is, and I think we need to
It's a
call
way to
that
mock.
out.
It's a way to
Yeah.
mock people.
It is, and I think it's a way of
Big and
mocking and silencing others. And I
Yeah.
think that is,
Yeah.
whoever does that, whatever they believe,
Yeah.
it is bang out
Because
of
faith
order.
can be hard, can't it? And actually, there is something, I think, very life-affirming about the kind of shared festivals that actually do have Christianity at the heart. I mean, we haven't mentioned the Nativity once, but, you know, this is...
We've got an angel here as a token gesture
good.
of the real nativity.
But at the heart of this, and so when we are as humans drawing into those things, I mean, Christmas isn't the opposite of Christianity. It's actually, but you just have to wade through all the commercial rubbish
Yes.
to get to that stuff, which actually I think does draw people. It is in there.
Yeah.
And I think we as Christians haven't got to make justification for God.
Yeah.
We need to live the life and
Yeah.
to reveal that in lots of ways.
Absolutely. I just want to end with something a friend of mine's 8-year-old daughter said recently, which I just thought was brilliant. She said, Mummy, do you know I like Jesus better than Santa? Because Santa only brings presents for the good children and Jesus brings things for everybody. And actually, you know, there is just something lovely in that,
Spot
isn't there?
on, that is.
And a lot of the morality around Santa and Elf on the Shelf and all of this sort of stuff, you know, it's all just bribing children to be good. I mean, it's quite unpleasant in lots of
Yeah,
ways.
if you're
And
good, somebody
actually,
will judge you.
Christmas is about God sending his love freely and generously and
Without
not
cost.
because we deserve it.
It's the opposite, isn't it?
And so it's a much better, it's a much better thing to tell your children.
So celebrate
about this
Christmas with Jesus
Yeah.
rather than mocking others.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent way to do it.
Perfect.
Wonder why we don't talk about Father Christmas pickling children.
No, he doesn't. He saves
No, he
the
saves
pickled
them.
children.
He saves them.
Honestly.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and subscribe on YouTube so you never miss an episode.